welcome back to the Spoonie Stitcher channel. I'm Shannon the Spoonie Stitcher. You're not inside the stitchery today, but you are with me today. I wanted to pop on here and say hi to all of my new subscribers. I'm very, very happy that you have joined me today. Today is a tutorial video. So today's a tutorial video, and I thought it would be really fun if we made something with the stitches you've learned. So if you've watched my beginner series, which is linked down in the description box below if you're interested, and if you've watched all those videos so far, you are ready to make this project. It doesn't take long. In fact, I even make it with you. If you need to pause the video at any time, feel free, and let's get started. Today I have made these little guys. Aren't they adorable? They're bookmarks, but they look like flowers. And they're really easy and really fast. It's just chains. It's chains, and then the leaf has every stitch you've learned, except the treble crochet. I couldn't make that work for this size. But it has every stitch you've learned, except for the treble, and you're going to learn how to work around a chain, which is also really handy. So I've made a couple versions here in some different yarns. This is 100% polyester, and this is 100% acrylic. So if you guys want to make one with me, then I will tell you what you need. So to make this flower bookmark, you need a yarn needle, pair of scissors, stitch marker, 5mm crochet hook, and a 4-weight yarn. It can be cotton, acrylic, polyester. It really doesn't matter. It just has to be a weight of 4 or a worsted weight. And you guys, I'm gonna make this in real time with you. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how fast it is because I'm gonna make it in real time. If I ever have to pause the video for any reason, I will stop what I'm doing and I will come back to the exact same place I was so that you guys can see that it's still in real time. I just had to step away for a second. Okay? Awesome. Let's get started. Okay. We've made a chain before, but I'll walk you through it again. First, you need your slip knot. Do you remember how to make a slip knot? Grab, pull through. Remember? 2 fingers, twist, grab this one with your fingers and pull through. One more time. Okay. You don't want super tight tension, you want loose tension. So, first of all, we're going to chain 1, just 1. Remember how we make a chain? We wrap around, catch, pull through the loop. We have something that looks like a V. Okay, take your stitch marker and mark the inside of that stitch, like that. You need to mark it because you are going to go in that stitch several times. Now, after about 2 or 3 times, you can remove the stitch marker because it'll be really obvious where you need to go. But that's up to you. Now we're going to chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I go too fast at any point, feel free to pause the video. You have 11 chains, but you actually have 12 because remember that first one? That still counts. You're going to slip stitch into this first chain right here. So this can be a little awkward because the stitch marker is in the way, so just hold it as tight as you can against your non-dominant hand to get it out of the way. Then go into the stitch
Okay, I'm removing my stitch marker because it is awkward. So you're gonna push your head through there, 2 loops on your hook, wrap your yarn, and go through both of them. Like this. Wrap, pull through both. Got it? Awesome. Okay. Chain 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Find our hole. Yours is marked. I moved my stitch marker, so I have to find mine. There it is. Okay. And slip stitch again. We're going to do this a total of 6 times. So what plus 2 equals 6? 4. So we need to do it 4 more times. Chain 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now look, our hole is kind of easy to find. There it is. Slip stitch. Chain 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Find our hole, slip stitch. That's 4 petals. We need 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Slip stitch into the hole that should be quite large at this point. 2, 4, 5. We need 1 more. And just kind of, hold them. You can bend them, it's fine. You just kind of push them out of your way, kind of hold them, and then use your finger for tension so that they're out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, where's our hole? There it is. Slip stitch. We're just going through both loops here, like that. There you go. Okay, that should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I can count, I swear. Okay. That's the petals. So now we need the stem. Chain 51. I know, it's a lot of chains, but you guys can do it. Chain 51. And I am going to do this. Here we go. Be with you in 1 second. Okay. I needed more yarn. All right. We're going to chain 51. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's a little trick I like to do. Every time you get to 10, take your stitch marker and mark the 10th stitch. Remember, it's not the one that's coming out of your hook, it's the one right next to it. Why do I do that? Because 51's a lot. And if you lose track, at least you know where the 10th one is. So every time you make 10, move the stitch marker up. So then you'll have 20, 30, 40. You get the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's 20. Move my stitch marker. So now I have 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, whoop, have to be careful with my tension there, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Move my stitch marker up. You can also have multiple stitch markers if that makes it handy for you too. And I marked the wrong stitch. Okay, don't do that. Ah, guys. It's one of those weeks, right? Okay. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Now, I'm not going to put my stitch marker in the 50th because I only have to make one more stitch. So, 51. Okay. We're going to learn something called working around a chain. This is really cool. So you're going to work in a chain like you normally would, not the back bumps, but the sides. And then you're going to work on the other side of the chain. Don't worry, I walk you through it. In fact, I'm going to get a little closer so you guys can see. Okay. Slip stitch in the first chain. Actually, slip stitch in the second chain from the hook, right there. This stitch right here. Remember, we just wrap, pull through both. You can mark that stitch if you'd like to. You're going to need it later. Well, maybe you can. There we go. Okay. In the next stitch, you're going to single crochet. Remember, so we insert our hook, wrap, bring it through the loop, 2 loops on your hook, wrap, go through 2. This is kind of cool. It's kind of like a refresher course of everything you've learned, right? So we're going to make a half double in the next one. So we're going to wrap before we even go through the stitch this time, then go through, wrap again, pull it through, 3 loops on your hook, wrap, and go through all 3. The next stitch is a double crochet. So we wrap, insert our hook, wrap, bring through the loop, 3 loops on your hook, wrap, go through 2 of those loops, 2 loops left, wrap, go through 2. So you kind of have a triangle looking thing. See? In the next stitch, right here, you're gonna slip stitch, which you've just done a few minutes ago. Here's where it gets a little tricky. Take your entire piece and turn it. You can move that on the side if you want. So now it looks like that. Right? Let me see if I can get my needle. Right here is your first stitch, and you're going to make another double crochet right here. Wrap, go through, pull through, go through 2. Careful, don't get that third one. Go through 2. It looks a little funny because it's elongated here, but that's okay. The next area we go through is right here. So see these little holes that are kind of created? That's where we're going to go, because going through the stitch is hard. So I just like to go through the holes. So the next hole is a half double. We wrap, go through the hole, wrap, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, wrap, go through all 3. Look, those are nice and big now. So the next one is a single crochet. Insert your hook, bring up a loop, wrap, go through 2. And the next one is a slip stitch. Insert our hook, wrap, pull through, 2 loops, go through the last one. And then we're going to slip stitch to our first stitch up here. So I'm going to remove my stitch marker because it's kind of in the way. And here we go. If you have to use your fingers to get through, that's totally fine. Now we're going to chain 1. And we're going to fasten off. Kinda, decently long. Right, now. Kind of short, right here. About right here. There you go. You don't need much. And pull. Now it looks like kind of a leaf, doesn't it? Okay, now let's sew in everything. Get your yarn needle. Flip it over. So this is the pretty side where it kind of dips inward like that. This is the pretty side. This is the, back side. The other side. We want the other side at the moment. So we are going to insert our needle. Can you see? Okay. We're going to insert our needle right next to that knot we just made. Right here. And it's going to be a little tough to get our hook through. I mean, our hook. Our needle through. But, just use your fingers. Just push. Here we go. And why do we want to do that? Because we want to keep our point on our leaf. We want to make sure it stays pointy. So then go through this middle one right here. And then kind of loop around it. So you just came out here. So now kind of go under that again and then in the next stitch as well. Like right here. It's not too serious like where you go. It's just the very beginning you want to keep that point. Now, just go in and out as many times as you like anywhere. Just try not to go through the other side. My yarn is extra slippery, so I'm gonna do a few more stitches than you probably need to, because I don't want mine coming out. So you just go back and forth. Remember, if you just came out this stitch, don't go back underneath it, because then you'll just pull it out. So pick a different one near it, because you also don't want to stretch it too far. And then make it a completely different shape. Okay, that should be enough. And then cut the tail as close as you can. There you go. If you have to reshape your leaf, do so. My point could have come out better. That's okay. All right, for the flower part, what we want to do is you see all these, this is the pretty side. And you can tell that because the chain will come out and you will see the right side, not the back bumps. So if you see the back bumps, you're on the wrong side. So this is the right side and this is the wrong side. We actually want the wrong side right now, where the tail comes out. Because we are going to make this flower look a little more dainty. So normally you would go back the other way to tack in the tail. But we want to cinch this circle closed. So we are actually going to go under all the loops that we created when we went back into the stitch so many times. So you see that? Just the ones that are on the back, they're usually a pair. See, they look like two stitches right there. These little things. There's usually about pairs of them. See? Okay. You're going to go through those, and then you're going to pull, And that should cinch up your center. See? And I'm going to do it one more time just to make sure I get all of the petals. There we go. Okay. And now we're going to do what I said. We're going to go back the other way, skipping this first one so that this is on top, because obviously you wouldn't want to go back through that stitch because you'd take it out. So we want to go on top of it and go back in reverse and do the little, you know, come out one, go over it, come out the other a few times. That really holds it all in place. Especially if you have slippery yarn, which I do. You probably won't, but if you're using like a Karen Simply Soft or something though, yeah, you want to do this a lot because that yarn is slippery. And then cut it as close as possible. And we're done, you guys. 20 minutes. We're done. There's your bookmark. So you can make a bunch of these. And look, you can make them in lots of colors. I've got blue here, yellow, so it looks kind of like a dandelion. And yeah. So that's it. And you used almost everything you've learned from my little beginner course. How cool is that? So not only is this a great gift and a fun project for you to do as your first thing, but you're using everything you learned over the, you know, over the beginner course. So you get to try out your skills. Isn't that fun? So there you go. Thank you for joining me today. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Yarn Zebra family. We would love to have you. Please remember to turn on that notification bell because you never know when I will post a new video or tutorial. I hope you're having fun with this beginner course. I know I am. I like teaching you guys, and I think it's really fun. So that's all for today. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and spoonies can stitch it up too. Goodbye.
Wasn't that fun? See, and you got to use every stitch you've learned so far, except for the treble crochet, but I have another tutorial for that one. Thank you for joining me today. Please remember to turn on your notification bells so you know every time I post a new video. Remember, I don't stick to a schedule, so if you don't turn those on, you may not know I posted a video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Yarn Zebra family. We would love to have you over here. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and spoonies can stitch it up too. Goodbye.